I hope everybody's doing okay, staying safe, watching out for each other. And I'm back. Um, Decided it'd be fun to stream some WoW Classic, or we used to call it Vanilla. But yeah, this is something that a lot of people have been. Oh, that was nice. I got a buff from the druid.
You are too kind.
Um, I know Classic is something that a lot of people have been clamoring um,
Ishnu
for a
Alai.
while now, and
I am honored. Be careful.
because a lot of people think that it is um, superior to the retail.
Heaven be with you.
I think there's some debate there because there's pros and cons
May it
to
guide you.
everything, of course. Um, let's see, we got Narpine ambushers. They are. Let's see. Just get my bearings here. Oh, okay, that's going towards Darnassus. Uh, might as well do that. Denman. Oh wait, there's that one. I'll go ahead and do that one real quick. Um, but yeah, there's pros and cons to it. In classic is I think someone the other day said that classic was the Dark Souls of Warcraft. I think that's kind of much. I don't think it's quite that bad, but it is indeed harder or more difficult anyway. Um, but I mean, it's it's a fun difficulty in my opinion, and I know some people that agree with that specifically. But there are some things that I definitely miss from retail because a lot of things we actually took for granted, um, like features that were integrated into patches that were add-ons at one point or something we had to go and download to actually add to the game to be convenient, to make things easier, to make things better.
Till next we meet.
Yes, yes, plant your earth. You're welcome.
What brings you here? How may I
All
help?
right, timberling seeds, yes,
Greetings
and timberling sprouts.
from the stars.
Like that's a good point right there. I had to actually, and it's little, but it's a convenience thing. The When I accepted those quests instead of rolling straight into the other quest that he has available, I had to actually talk to him again and open up the panel, the conversation panel, and select the quest he has available. Whereas in retail, if he has another quest, it automatically pops up, and uh, you can accept it. I mean, it's little things, but that's the way it was in. That's the way it was in classic originally. Whoa, I got too close. Because I remember when these. I remember playing classic. I started playing classic as soon as it came out. As soon as Warcraft came out, I got it because I was a big fan of the previous Warcraft games, and it was just awesome. I couldn't wait for it. But as I was playing over the years, I saw. Um, patches released for it. I saw the expansions ultimately come, and with each of those expansions and just patches, it quote unquote improved things, or it made little convenient changes. I remember one of them. One of them was um, like in classic, you to mine a mining node, or actually any gathering, you have a chance to fail. I mean, I don't think that's in itself is bad, but that doesn't happen anymore in retail. But I remember when in my with mining nodes, you could only mine the one time unless you failed, and then you'd have to keep going until you succeeded, and then it disappeared. Whereas now in retail, of course, like most people know, it's you can mine it several times before it is exhausted and disappears. Well, and it's little things that over time, it's a little convenience thing here added to this um, um, update. And I remember when I saw that update, because I would, play the game, and when I saw it was installing, I would read the patch notes and read, oh man, they took that away. They took this, failure when gathering away, or um, you can now mine mining nodes, several times before they are exhausted and go away. So yeah, it's little things like that it has changed over time to become what it is now in retail. But um, I think a lot of people, when they were calling for a classic game, to be able to play classic again, I think a lot of them were romanticizing it because they were saying, "Oh, well, it was better." Oh, maybe it's a nostalgia thing, but and some of it probably is, but I think the difficulty of it is fun, and the retail is not that way as such anymore. Like a lot of things are, for lack of better term, it's handed to you, and for something that's for some things that's fine. Um, and then others, it just kind of, when you've been on since vanilla, or what is now classic, um, it feels like all that accomplishments are kind of lessened since we did all this back when it first came out. But anyway, I'll get off my my soapbox. But yeah, definitely um, having to get used to a lot of the things being gone in classic. Don't have my customizable action bars. Um, a lot of the characters just play different. They've changed so much, and uh, it's that difference that's kind of brought a new life to the game somewhat, because it's almost like like a different game. I know me and my friend enjoy playing it because of that. It's like a ooh, get a little too close. Um, yeah, the difficulty makes it almost a new game, and you also get quests and um, things that were removed from retail that you just can't do in retail anymore. And part of that, one of those things is class quests. I loved class quests because it made it feel so specifically customized to you that you actually played a bigger part in this world. And I don't know, it seemed like it was more for you to do. And I I have to admit, I am an altaholic. Hello, my name is Balthazar, and I'm an altaholic. Hi, Balthazar. Um, when you have so many characters and you play through and you see the same stuff, you kind of want to play something a little different and get some new kind of material. Well, if you play, say, a rogue like Leandra here, uh, and after a while, you change over to, I don't know why I stealth just then. You change over to a warlock like my other warlock, Raceland. Um, he is a human warlock, so not only does he have warlock quests that Oleandra here does not get to do, but it also being human and depending on like where you are, you have different quests. And it made, even though it was like what is now considered like a little thing in retail, like, oh, I got a new ability. Um, I'll just pop that in my um, action bar and move on. Start using it, or yeah, use it whenever it's applicable, whatever. In classic, in um, these class quests, there was story, there was lore around them, and you had to earn them. I really enjoyed that aspect of the game, and I feel like I feel like having it taken from retail kind of homogenizes the experience for everyone, and it kind of loses something. But I mean, that's another draw for classic though, because here you can play those again, and yes, the game is going to kick your butt. Just the other night, I died multiple times, just doing like one of these earlier quests, and only here the other night was I able to get a character higher. Of course, again, I was switching back and forth between characters, but just the other night, I was able to get a character up higher than level 8. Um, Granted, you don't have to, or you can't get as high a level as in retail now, but it's a struggle, but it's a fun struggle. I'll finish up these elementals. Yeah, real quick note, in retail, something that a friend of mine discovered that she told me about, and it helps a lot. Sometimes you'll actually go up to a target that you've killed and loot it, and I have auto loot on. It's one of the first things I do when I create a new character is go into the settings and turn auto loot on, because it's just Again, another thing of convenience. Um, but sometimes when you're trying to collect things for quests, you'll go up and loot something, and the loot window will pop up and close real quick, and then you can't loot it anymore. Like sometimes you don't see anything in the loot menu, sometimes you do, but either way, it's gone. So if you let me kill this thing real quick and show you. If you either turn auto loot off or do what I do and click and hold down shift and then right click to loot, it'll just pop up the menu and then you can actually click on it, the items to loot it. Sometimes that actually helps and you will get your quest items faster. I don't know if it's just a bug or what, but that's just something that we discovered. But yeah, I'm having a good time playing classic. Um, I think this video was mostly just a rant about classic, but I'm enjoying it. I think I'm going to leave it here for right now. Thanks for watching. Everybody stay safe, and I'll see you guys later.